Hello everybody, and today you found me on the Isle of Wight. We are on the most southern island of the UK, and today we're on a hunt for a tunnel. Now this tunnel is known as St Lawrence Tunnel, or also known as Top Hat Tunnel. Now it opened in 1897 and closed in 1953, so it closed before the beaching cuts. Now it's about 660 yards in length, but if I've got that wrong I will put the length in the captions below. Now it was used as a mushroom farm, so we're hoping to see some remains of that inside and just to explore, see what's in. So here is the track showing the tunnel on that rail map online. We enter from the southern portal near to St Lawrence village, and here is a side-by-side map showing the tunnel on the left and St Lawrence on the bottom right. So as you can see, this is the exterior of the southern portal. It's got a bit of graffiti and it's not in great nick. It's got ivy hanging down, but there is a way in, so we're gonna find our way inside and see what it looks like inside. Let's go. So here is probably the first bit of evidence that it was used as a mushroom farm. We've got a giant extractor fan. It's probably been here about, I don't know, about 50 years, 40 years. Although the state of that it's in, who knows how long it's been here. It's covered in barbed wire. It's very dusty in here. So this is where the extractor fan originally was. So, and there's a lot of debris on the floor. If you look at the walls, it is brick lined at the top, red brick with stone walling. It looks in pretty good condition. It's pretty dry in here, with sand on the floor, which was probably used for the mushrooms, to grow the mushrooms. There seems to have been a lot of people in here, there's a lot of footprints. But again, it seems quite dry, good condition. So here on the left we've got our first recess, and it's brick arched with a carved out stone. The stone looks quite chalky, which is probably how the land is around here. Again, very sandy in the bottom, with an 84 carved out. Evidence of some, looks like cable hangers on the wall, but again it could have been used after for the mushroom storage. As we go along, evidence on the floor of wood, which could have been used as part of the railway, but with it being, again, mushroom storage afterwards, I'm not sure. There's some cable hanger here of wood cable hangers. And then, yeah, there's these on the wall. Who knows what these would have been used for? Maybe to hold things up. There's an 87 carved on the wall here. Oh, yeah. See if there's any more as we move along. A lot of rubbish on the floor left over from the mushroom farm days. And our second refuge is on the right. Carved out of stone. Again with a brick arch. Here's our third recess, complete with tubing and hangers. Bit of possibly wiring on the floor, wiring box to do with electricals from the farming days. If you look on the other side though, it's empty, but the stonework is clean, and the brickwork on the ceiling looks pretty clean as well. But how strange are these cables and hangers. A pole to let water out. There's a deeper refuge here. A few stones. I don't know if you can tell, but we've been walking on an incline, so looking towards the southern portal. It's actually a decline back to the southern portal. And if I spin you around towards where Anton Richard is, looking towards the northern portal is actually an incline back to the northern portal. If I stand you up, it gives you a bit of better perspective. Turn the brightness up and keep walking. So we're slightly going uphill. There's something on the wall over here. Some electrics. And a number 14. So we've got some old hooks in the wall here for the cables and the signal, possibly a signal one up there. But let's get a closer look. So that would have carried cables through. Some more up there. And some more here. So I've just approached something spooky in the tunnel. So there's a ghost. But then you turn around and there's a ghost flying in the tunnel. And there's more ghosts on the wall. And you get more ghosts and I don't know what all this would have been for. This is probably all the wires for the electrics, so possibly maybe something was like grown here, or maybe someone's messing around, but these are all wires, like electrical wires. So I'm unsure what this would have been, but someone looks like they've been having fun here and they've hung a ghost up. So let's go take a closer look at that ghost. There we go. And if you look down here, look at all the tubing for where the mushrooms and storage would have been. And then again, it just ends and more brackets are on the walls. So up here we've got what looks like old cable hangers above this plastic sheeting. And then what looks like possibly an old, I'm not really sure what that could have been. Possibly to do with old signalling. Or, I'm not really sure. Answers below please if you can tell me what that is. But old cable hangers below, and then again some plastic sheeting which probably would have carried some electrics through for the mushroom farm. I don't know if you can see, but look how dusty it is in here. And we're still on a bit of an incline, but we're coming up to a curve now in the tunnel, but you can't really see because of the dust. If I turn my torch up, you might be able to tell. Some more electrics on the mushroom farm. It's interesting how the tunnel was repurposed later in life. So far no sign of any ballasts, but there is a few sort of rocks down. But no sign of any track bed or ballasts on the floor. A few bits of pieces of wood, but that could be from anything. But you won't be able to tell this was a railway tunnel apart from the obvious structure, but on the floor you'd think we were just walking on a beach indoors. That's what I think. Interestingly, there's been no shafts throughout this tunnel, which probably is what made it so ideal for mushroom growing, because it's been so damp and no ventilation. That probably explains the extractor fan at the southern portal. It looks like it's just snowing in here with all the dust, but we're approaching the northern portal now, and as you can see, it looks like it's open. There's a lot of stone on the floor, which could have been used as a base for ballast or a base for the mushroom growing. It's hard to tell, so if you know, leave a comment in the description, in the comments below. Up here it looks like we've got some old wiring. Not entirely sure what it was used for. And we've got some old, I'm not really sure what they are. Beggars, the full length. Got another refuge point here. And then the wiring cable continues, but they're like new brackets holding it, so I'm not sure if it's to do with the railway or not. More cabling and more signalling with a cable hanger underneath. Turn my brightness down, that's better, you can see it a lot better now. And the wiring continues along there and along the tunnel. Here the wiring is stooped a little bit, but this refuge point is a little bit different as it's reclined. We've got what appears to be a piece of metal, so it looks like a pin maybe, or it's dropped off something. But as I was saying, the refuge point is brick lined, whereas all the others have been stone lined, so it looks like it's been reinforced. Again, brick arch. This is looking back to the southern portal. Here we have what looks like a pin with a plate on top, what would have been placed between the rails. Turn my brightness down a bit. That's a bit better. We haven't really seen much remaining of the railway, to be honest, so this is a nice little find. Here's what looks like some racking, just laid around. We're about, what I'd say about 100 metres away from the northern portal, and you can feel the fresh air coming in, and it feels damp outside as it's just been raining. Another recess point. Here's a bit of rubbish that appears to have been left from when it was used for storage. We've got an old Ribena fridge. Just a couple of fridges really, just left abandoned and forgotten. And here's what's probably our last refuge. And again, all bricked. It's very damp, very wet. You can see the water glistening off the back. Brick arched at the top. And there we have it, the northern portal. You can just see Ant shining his torch on the outside.
Sulu, he took it down. Look at the track there. Heading north, all the way down there. Who knows how far that goes? On the map. We might be able to show you. Who knows, like you build a walk.
So this is a little bit funny. So we're at the northern portal and the floor suddenly turns to concrete. So we're just gonna go outside and it's absolutely pouring it down, which probably explains why it was so damp inside. So we've got a wild ant.
I'm sorry about the weather.
It's all your fault.
It is.
And this is the northern portal, looking very wild, lost and forgotten. We've got concrete supports at the side and a concrete floor. So I believe this side was used as storage, but how did you get here? And that's the track bed going north. Take a little walk up. Just a little further up from the northern portal, further on the track bed, it's a little bit of a curious thing. So what do we have here? Should we check it out and get inside? It's sort of like a little hut made out of brick, but it's got lino floor and a lino wall and a bit of a rail. So if anyone knows what this is, because it looks a bit too fancy to be a plate layer's hut, and it's certainly not big enough to be anything else. It's got a bit of an arched roof. So if anyone knows what that is, please comment below. So guys, that was St Lawrence Tunnel, also known as High Hat Tunnel, the most southerly railway tunnel in the British Isles. So I hope you enjoyed that little explore, something a little bit different and a little bit quirky. If you enjoyed that, please say so. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more of this, please leave ideas down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll leave links to Ant's channel and Richard's channel. Not that you saw much of them, but they were here on this explore today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.